Good to have you. The ruling All Progressives Congress is facing a major challenge in choosing a new national chairman. Our governors elected on the platform of the party are backing the former governor, Abdullahi Ganduje of Kano State, for the position. Some members of the National Working Committee are opposed to his candidacy. The NWC members are reportedly unhappy with Ganduje's perceived closeness to President Muhammadu Buhari, and they are also concerned about his history of corruption allegations. The governors believe that Ganduje is the best person to lead the party, arguing that he has the experience and the political clout to unite the party and win elections. Now, stalemate between the governors and the NWC is a major step back for the APC. And if the party is unable to reach an agreement, it could lead to a major rift within the party. We're now joined by APC Director of Publicity, Bala Ibrahim, to discuss the party's quest for a geopolitical balance in the choice of its next national chairman, as well as achieving stability in the state chapter of the party. It's good to have you with us.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
All right, Mr. Bala. Now, looking back, can you reflect on the dynamics that led to the resignation of the immediate past chairman of your party recently? Could his exit be avoided?
Well, politics, especially party politics, is full of dynamics. It keeps changing. Things change according to the dictates of circumstances. If you recall, or if you are conversant with what happened, the chairman and the secretary resigned voluntarily on their own accord. They felt the time has arrived for a change of baton, probably because they have put in their best and they think their best is good for the party, having successfully navigated the party through an election, and they produced a president and some governors, some of whom went to pay allegiance to the former chairman yesterday. So there are people who, after the completion of an assignment, regardless of the outcome of the assignment, they feel their role is done, and so it's time to go and give way for other people also to put in their hands. I think that's what happened.
Very good. Now, what criteria are you adopting in the selection for a new party chairman? Is the federal character feature on the table here? And of course, we can delve also on the NWC's role in that regard. And of course, what we're hearing about disagreement on a particular candidate regarding the matter of selection.
Well, the party has a machinery. There are provisions in the constitution of the party for selection or election of leaders. And I can assure you those provisions will be followed carefully and very well in the interest of the party and the members of the party. I want to caution you against making reference to speculations. Until a matter is laid bare in the public domain, we should not rely on speculation. Whatever has not been said officially by the party should not be used as an information that is credible. For now, as provided for by the Constitution, the chairman and secretary have resigned on their own accord. The Constitution has given way for replacement, so there is someone acting for the chairman and someone acting for the secretary. That is the position of the party at the moment. When the time comes, the replacement for these people that are acting will be done in a way and manner that is constitutional.
Indeed. Now, there's a general belief former Governor Ganduje might be favored for the chairmanship position. That's general comments, as it were. I'd like your take on this scenario.
I am from Kano, and former Governor Ganduje is my governor. If he emerged as the chairman of the party, but there has not been anything to say that Ganduje is the one that will emerge as the next chairman of the party, at least not by the party. So until the party says Ganduje is the one it wants to replace the former chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, I don't want to dance to the song of speculation. Let us leave it as it is until the time arrives when the party says, yes, Ganduje is the one that is going to be. But don't forget, election to the office of chairman and any other office is done on merit. Everyone is eligible to contest as long as he is a member of the party and he meets the criteria. And Ganduje has met the criteria for election as the chairman of the party. But there are other members of the party. And also there is a zonal arrangement that has been put in place by the party. If that zonal arrangement is going to be changed, the party knows best what to do in order to accommodate someone from outside the zone to which the chairmanship is allocated.
Very good, Mr. Ibrahim. Now, would you say APC is still united on account of the immediate past chairman's exit?
I think APC is not just united, but is solidly united. This is a party that has successfully fought and won an election without rancor. This is a party that some people who don't read the political temperature of the country very well predicted is going to lose because of some faith belief that the party had fielded Muslim ticket for the president and vice president. This is a party that negative predictions have been made and permutations, but to the misfortune of the naysayer, everything came against their permutations. APC is only waxing stronger. And if you look at the accommodation that is going into the heart of the public as a result of the style of leadership that is introduced by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you can say APC is only going to wax stronger by the time his government is fully in place and functional. I don't foresee any problem that is likely to create a crack such that the party will be weakened. I rather see a situation where the party is going to grow from strength to strength by the grace of God.
Indeed, Mr. Ibrahim. Now, since the current president is from the southwest, how does that factor into the outcome on which zone produces the next chairman other than the north?
Well, like I said, the party has a constitution in place and there are procedures, and all these things have got to be followed in tandem with the provisions of those of the constitution and practice. Now, if the chairman is from the south, it is likely, very likely, that the chairman will come from the other side of the block in order for balancing to take place. So I am not seeing a situation where the president and the chairman will come from the same zone. But much as I'm not ruling any option out, I am not ruling any option in.
All right. So how influential will the president's efforts be at whoever becomes, the chairman? Will he be influential regarding the outcome?
Well, the president is the leader of the party. And to say that the president will not be influential in who becomes the chairman of the party is to take naivety to the bank. We must know that the president needs a like-minded chairman so that they can go to bed with their eyes closed and be able to implement the policies of the party and keep to the promises made to the public during the campaign. Certainly, the president will be interested in who becomes the chairman of the party. But that is not to say he will become unduly meddlesome. That is not to say he's going to be a busybody that will infringe or do things that conflict or contradict the provision of the constitution of the party. The president is a Democrat, and he has demonstrated that he is for the progress and prosperity of the party and the country.
Very good. Still on the issue of former Governor Ganduje of Kano State, there are those who are a little bit concerned about his immediate past records, as it were, regarding his conduct while in office as governor, and how that will factor in his candidacy for this selection process.
Like I said, I am from Kano, where Ganduje governed for 8 years. Before then, he was a deputy governor. Before then, he was a commissioner. he has held many responsibilities in Kano. And if I am to give you the scorecard of Ganduje as a person, I will score him high. I will score him high. In fact, very high. But the critics can say whatever they wish to say, but the electorate or the people whom he governed have their own account to give. I'm not here to give account of his performance because I am not his spokesperson, but he has done a lot of things that affected me positively, and they affected a lot of people positively, and I will not lie to you. I will give him thumbs up. But that is not what is going to be used for or against him in the event that he intends to contest to be the chairman of the party. There are other things that will be looked into to see to it that his credentials are in conformity with the expectations of the party. If he meets the requirement, so be it. He will emerge the leader of the party. But the if must meet the requirement.
Indeed, Mr. Ibrahim. Now, let's talk about the role of the NWC in this assignment before it. How crucial is it, and what are your expectations here?
Well, whoever becomes the chairman of the party is going to pilot the ship or the plane or the bus in which the passengers are members of the National Working Committee. So it's going to be a team leader, team that has the members of the National Working Committee. So as the passengers in the bus, the members of the National Working Committee will want to have a like-minded person as their leader. They will want to have someone with whom they can relate, someone with whom they can work in accord, not in disaccord or disharmony. Certainly, the members of the National Working Committee will have interest on who becomes their leader. And I'm sure in doing that, in working out who becomes the next chairman, all the stakeholders will take into account or cognizant the interests of the members of the National Working Committee, and they will do so with their own collaboration.
Very good. And your expectation, the incoming chairman, when that happens, whoever becomes, the chairman in this regard?
Sorry? Can you come again, please?
Yes, your expectations on the performance of the chairman, whoever becomes the chairman of the APC, what are you expecting from that individual after all is said and done?
Well, it has to be someone who will be able to add value to what was done by the former chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, who had brought in a lot of experience to bear. Abdullahi Adamu was a senator, he was a minister, he was a governor, and he has brought all this experience, including the leadership of student union, to bear on his leadership of the party for the period he led the party. Now, whoever is taking over from him must be one that will be able to improve upon what he has done, not reduce. So I look forward to a person who will be very, very open-minded, someone who will be thinking in line with the progressive agenda of the party, someone who will carry the members of the National Working Committee along, and someone who will want to work hand in hand with the executive, the legislature, so as to see that the policies of the party are implemented hitch-free. These are the kind of things I expect in whoever wants to be the leader, and I hope the party gets it right.
Indeed. Now, can you just give us an idea of the number of candidates, that are actually on ground and the prospects for some of them, regarding that? Just give us an inkling of who is who and, what their chances are at this rate.
Well, there is this adage that let's get to the river before we think of crossing it. At the moment, the arena has not been set for the election of a new chairman. What we have now is acting chairman, Senator Abu Kyari, who has started very well and is doing well. He has been the Deputy National Chairman North. He's very, 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 very free and comfortable with the running of the party. So he is the one that is chairing the party for now. When the time comes for the election of a substantive chairman, I'm sure it is at that time we will know who are interested and what are the conditions that are going to be laid for those who are interested. Those who qualify, who meet the requirement, will now go into the race, and then the party will decide on the basis of vote. The one who gets the vote of the party automatically becomes the chairman. We haven't gotten there, and I think we should not work with speculations.
All right, Mr. Ibrahim. Now, if we're to look at the regional chapters of APC at the moment, what are they saying towards these elections? What are their expectations in this regard?
When you say election, are you talking about the by-elections that are coming up in some states? We have states where there will be elections like Imo, like Bayelsa, like Kogi, or you're talking about the election of the chairman?
No, we're talking about the chairman. You know, what are their responses from a regional perspective? Are the APC chapters scattered all over Nigeria at the moment? Do they have preferred candidates, or they just, still a wait-and-see scenario?
Like I said, we haven't gotten close to the bridge where we will cross the river. Nobody is talking about the election of another chairman for now. The issue is how to give support and cooperation to the acting chairman so that he will continue from where his predecessor stopped. I think that is where we are now, and Senator Abu Kyari is seeking the support of everyone that is a legitimate party member to give him the support he needs to chair the party to greater heights. When the time comes for election, then, like I said, there will be conditions that will be given, and those who meet the requirement can contest, and if they win, they become the leader. Now, whatever any region will be talking about is maybe what happened to the former chairman, what led to the exit of the former chairman, and how capable are the new leaders as far as the dynamics of leadership is concerned. I think that is it, not who is coming to take over. We haven't gotten to that. When the time comes, there will be names, and certainly the best amongst them will emerge.
Indeed. Bala Ibrahim, Director of Publicity, APC, would like to thank you for your perspective regarding a selection process, hopefully for a new party chairman. Thank you for your time.